Kanye coming out was not on my 2025 bingo card. Welcome back to Catch Up Online. Let's talk about the most craziest thing that I've seen online. Everyone and their mother are talking about Ye's new song. So many thoughts, so many opinions, so much information, but where do we start? I don't know, I assume at the beginning. Bitch, who the fuck do you think you are trying to tell me where I'm supposed to start? Do you know who I am, bitch? That's a motherfucking silver. Girl, get on my level. We're gonna start with some light comedy at the beginning. Girl, you know how fucking crazy this story is? You want me to start at the fucking beginning without fucking implementing a bit of fucking joy and laughter? It's gonna get deep and it's gonna get crazy. So we're gonna start with a bit of laughter. We're gonna start with a little bit of comedy. Kanye West leaving his cousin's house. Bitch, I don't know why, but that looks like Thanos had like the best time ever. Kanye West, when his cousin comes over. I'm telling you, AI is the best thing that has ever happened to the meme community. Because how can you not tell me this is not the best thing ever? Look at that. You wouldn't see something like that. Well, maybe you would see something like that back in the day, but this is just top notch. Kanye West and his cousin. Stop! Not the little fucking goo coming out of his lips. Ah! Help! Help! Okay. Enough making fun of Kanye West and his memes, even though they're fucking phenomenal. Let's get into the serious shit. Let's get into it. On May 21st, 2025, literally about a week ago, maybe just a bit over a week. I don't know when this is gonna be posted. Ye tweets a message with a video of his new song attached. The tweet reads, "This song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6 and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14. Tweet sent. Damn, Ye. Damn! First of all, I don't think your cousin killed a woman because you wouldn't continue doing funky stuff with him. I mean, I hope not. But this is some crazy info to just drop out of nowhere. In my opinion, there are only two logical reasons for this being published. Reason number one is that this is just a huge publicity stunt to grab people's eyes onto Ye and his new album. But it's kind of hard for me to stand with that point just because, hey, Ye's audience is homophobic as fuck.
So homophobic.
So this would only have his audience turn their back on him and dislike him. And there is plenty of evidence that's supporting that currently as the song is being released. Sorry, I just saw the memes pop up. That was some fucking crazy ass shit.
The fuck? You gave your cousin head?
I mean, he's still mopping.
Hell yeah, we about to judge you. Hell yeah, we about to judge you, nigga.
Oh my god. Judge him for what? Judge him for what? But seriously, bro, come on. After this kind of person hears anything that comes off quote-unquote gay, that means there ain't no other way. You is gay.
You have to look me in the eyes and tell me that you are gay.
Seriously? Because I could use the same small-minded logic on you and say that you listening to a guy talking about sucking dick makes you gay. And you know what? There ain't no other way. You are marked as gay.
Right or wrong, it is how it is.
The comment section supports the first reason. Ellis commented, "What is assaulting my ears right now? With all due respect, girl, I agree. I don't think that Kanye's songs have ever been hitting, like, at all. Well, yeah, he has some good bops out there, but, like, for the past couple years, I think everything that he's released is shit as fuck. I had a friend that absolutely loves him, but I've never gotten the awe factor that, like, he has towards Kanye West. Though I feel that this specific comment isn't addressing the song's potential to be a hit or how great it might be. It's rather commenting on the gay shit instead."
That's gay.
P said, "Kanye off my playlist immediately." Why though? Is it because he admitted to having oral intercourse with a man? Come on. Do you not see how homophobic that is? You're disliking him for something that happened in the past while he was a minor, something that he mentally wasn't aware would have been considered bad, and according to him, he stopped. Emphasis on the word he stopped it. Isn't his fans always preaching that Kanye has to be blindly trusted because he only spews the truth? But this truth is a bit too hard to swallow, right? Kind of like his cousin's dick. Future X commented, "He is venting childhood trauma," and the creator replied with, "So he's still gay? Bro, are you brain dead? If you were assaulted by a man till you were 14, would that make you gay? Fuck no. And if you think yes, if you said yes to that, girl, get the fuck out of here. I don't need vegetables watching my fucking show. Okay, be useful and jump into a stir fry.
Would you like some veggie stir fry?
Make somebody's tummy happy. So fucking tough. kind of mentality is that? This response from his supporters is why I find it so hard to see that he's doing this as a publicity stunt. My second reason, and I think it's the most logical reason to why he published the song, is that he's saying the truth. What he sang about is what truly happened to him. He feels either safe enough to come out, or the guilt that he's carrying around from having experienced this is just far too heavy, and I think that is the reason why he's publishing this right now. To be clear, gay sex is not a shameful act or something to feel guilty about. It's a natural release of sexual tension between two individuals of the same sex. Your biology lesson for the day.
Any other questions about like the birds and the bees, or who puts what in the where and for how long, any of that, fun stuff? Just don't hesitate to ask, okay?
His guilt does not lay in believing that, oh my god, I had sexual intercourse with my cousin and that's just, I'm ashamed of it. His guilt lays in the fact that he believes that because he cut off the sexual intercourse with his cousin, that then caused a domino effect of his cousin going and a woman. And anyone who has emotional intelligence could truly understand that something like that would be weighing on you so much. You would be eaten alive by your thoughts, thinking that you had partially partaken in a person's life to be. But logically thinking, that was not the reason why his cousin a woman. The reason why is because his cousin is an awful fucking human being. The reason why is because his cousin is just a bad person.
He is an evil bastard.
But the rest of the world, they all have their minds made up. They seem to absolutely hate Kanye West and are spinning this whole ordeal against him, making him out to be a child abuser. Bro, everyone is brain dead.
Play. First blood. Double kill. Killing. Triple kill.
He was a minor. Let me simplify it. Kanye was a minor. His cousin was also a minor. They saw magazines that showed explicit sexual behavior and then they decided to reenact it. They had no fucking clue what they were doing. They didn't know it was gay. They didn't know it was inappropriate. They were kids reenacting what was in front of them. Monkey see, monkey do. Kids are stupid!
Did you jump? And you hit your head? Why would you do that?
Would you blame a kid for getting into a van just because a stranger offered them candy? You wouldn't, because kids don't know better, okay? Do you blame yourself for every stupid decision that you made as a kid? Because if you do, baby, you need to stop right now. You didn't have any life experience, no wisdom as a kid.
You were a stupid, arrogant kid then.
Wisdom is life experience, and the only way you can get it is by making wrong moves to know what was the right one. Why is no one blaming the adult parents who just had their magazines out there able to be found by literal kids? Look at the bigger picture instead of focusing on one small detail, which is Kanye West had sexual intercourse with his cousin. Bro, there's a whole story, there's a whole painting, and you're just focusing on one thing and making the biggest stink about it.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Grow up. Like, for example, look at this title of this video. Kanye West's new song admits to sex abuse to his cousin. I will reiterate the fact that Kanye was a kid. He definitely didn't know what the word abuse was, or that what he was doing was considered abuse. Why are you portraying him as an abuser and blaming him for something like that? He was a kid.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm not saying children are free to do awful things. That's not true. I'm saying blaming him is wrong. This is COXA, which stands for child-on-child sexual abuse. Studies have shown that COXA has profound emotional, psychological, and social development effects, emphasis on both victim and perpetrator. It is easy to feel sorry for the victim and torment the perpetrator, but in these cases, that is never the right answer. The perpetrator either learned this behavior from someone or didn't know what they were doing. As someone who has been through COXA, I was so angry at my perpetrator. I hated him for the longest time ever, and I was blaming him for everything that was going bad in my life, for me being gay, for people bullying me, until I realized that he was also just a kid. He didn't know what he was doing. He could have been going through the most awful things at home, and he was just repeating his behavior back on me. Or, as I said countless times, he didn't know what he was doing. He just didn't know.
I was just a kid.
Blaming Kanye, calling him an abuser, and making him out to be a villain for something he did as a minor is wrong. It's so fucking wrong. He was just a kid. This whole situation about Kanye talking about having gay intercourse with his cousin sparked the topic of DL man and shit. What is this can of worms, or should I say can of dicks, that we have opened? I've got so many mixed feelings. I swear everyone online preaches, oh, I'm not racist, I'm not homophobic, I love everyone. This whole DL trend that's happening right now just shows how much internalized homophobia everyone has inside them. Yes, DL men exist. By the way, DL stands for down low, aka a man who's basically in the closet but presents himself as a straight man. It just so happens that I have first-hand experience with them, and girl, when I tell you, they keep me on the down low until they find the dream girl that they want in their life. Best believe me, because from my experience, I was never chosen over any girl that came into their life. The girl is always put on the highest pedestal, and I'm always instantly removed.
How sad.
Before we get any deeper into this, what are the so-called signs of a DL man? And just so you understand, this is a trending topic currently, okay? And people are mainly trying to jump on the trend, even if they've never been with a DL man, or they are assuming that the person that they were with was DL just because of some ick that they had about them. Girl, shut up, and please, get off social media.
Another sign is that, again, they are friends with an openly gay person. Like mine had a best friend who was gay. They're always hanging out, shirts off, singing to rap music, you know, doing all the motions. Why are you hanging out with a man who's openly gay on a daily basis with your shirt off? That's a sign. Don't ignore that. That's a sign.
A sign for what? You're joking, right? God forbid a man has a gay friend. Okay, what the fuck are you even saying? I have so many straight guy friends. People that I talk to on a daily basis. You're telling me they can't be friends with me because they are men and straight? And if they are friends with me, well, that just means they're gay? That is such a dumb take. Especially after you hear this.
Here are some signs that your man might be gay. Or on the down low. And don't come for me because this is coming from the community. So
emphasis on the community is talking about this. This is how you find DL men.
I'm not even going to count because I'm probably going to lose track because I can tell you a lot of signs that a man can be gay. But I'm going to start off with saying if he's super homophobic. Okay, because a real man is not going to care if, like, a guy is gay. So if he's bothered to be around like gay people or like the LGBTQ and he's being like super homophobic by using like the F word, he's probably gay. And on the down low.
Bitch, how come all these people are collectively trying to inform you on how to spot a DL man by literally contradicting each other? You heard her say that it was from the community. What are these stupid ass takes? Like look at this. I'm gonna pause this to read. Signs of a DL man. Wears a dangly cross earring. Owns a cat. Wears red underwear. Spotless home. Giggles. Gossips about his friends. Likes sweet alcohol drinks. Owns a PlayStation or Xbox. What the fuck? What the fuck do you mean? A couple months ago, girls were going crazy about having a guy like this, and now it's wrong? The fuck are you talking about? These are the most basic things any guy does. Red underwear?
You're so full of surprises, I'm speechless.
Sign that your man might be on the DL is whether or not they shave their pubes. I've noticed that a lot of down low men will shave themselves bald down there.
I'm stopping this right now because what the fuck do you mean he's DL if he's clean shaved? I ain't going down on nobody with a forest down there. Bitch, I ain't trying to fucking feast on your pubes.
3 of my favorite words. Dinner is served.
Girl, shut up. Just because a man likes to keep it clean and tidy down there doesn't make him gay. And this is where the internalized homophobia is spilling through. You are shaming these men for doing things that you dislike, and how are you shaming them exactly? By calling them gay.
You're gay.
You're basically out here using the F slur on them in a nice way. Just because you have an ick about them, well, you know what? I don't like that, so you're gay.
That makes no sense.
Being friends with a gay person, owning a cat, shaving clean, liking sweet alcohol. Now, if you turn these things around, okay? Hates gay people, doesn't have any pets, never shaves, only drinks hard, bitter alcohol. Girl, sounds like toxic masculinity to me, right? So what's left? What's left for the guys to do? Hide and don't reveal yourself. Oh, well, this generation's men never go out. They're always gaming, they don't come up to girls, they're not trying at all. Why would they if you can't make up your mind on what you want? I'm fucking angry that you're being indecisive on what you want in a man, and your anger towards men is somehow allowing you to use my sexuality as something to shame men with?
Well, that's not right.
There is nothing wrong with being gay, and using that as an attack on a man who is straight, that's homophobic. Other takes were, he's abusive, which means he's DL. He hates women, which means he's DL. He likes to dress nicely, which means he's DL. He does skincare, which means he's DL. Girl, maybe he does skincare because it's a form of self-care. Ever thought about that? Maybe he dresses nicely because the first impression of a person is their appearance. Maybe he's abusive because he's an awful human being. Maybe he hates women for the similar reasons that you hate men. I don't see you jumping on pussy, so why should he be jumping on dick? Wake up.
This is the real world.
and you need to wake up.
I am so proud of Ye for coming out and speaking about his story, because that takes a lot of courage. If what he went through actually happened, then it is inspiring that he built the courage as a perpetrator to speak about it. And for everyone using the DL excuse online for any behavior that your boyfriend is doing that you might have an ick about, grow up. If your boyfriend is treating you awful, here's a mind-blowing thought. Maybe your boyfriend is just awful.